Right, this is a note to my future self. I've been following the historic changes in the Middle East very closely. I know that as years go by and memories of distant events get muddied, things can get a little confused, giving way to sometimes very outlandish conspiracy theories. The Jasmine Revolution and the uprisings in the Middle East in 2011 happens to be very important to me. And this is why I want to concretely establish my observations as a preemptive method to avoid any confusion in the future. The following are some of the statements I would like to address. It was all lies. There was no revolution in the Arab world, or it was instigated by the West. There was no anti-government, pro-democracy protesters in Tunisia, Egypt, or Libya. Or if there were, they were the minority made out to be the majority in the Western media. Those are all statements that the corrupt regimes in the Middle East have expressed during their last days in power before they fell like bags of shizzle one at a time. So what about those people, whether in the past or the future, who echoed this pile in the form of a conspiracy? Whoever you are and wherever you may be hiding now, you're horrendously misinformed. The uncontested facts are that all the regimes were highly corrupt. Their media was entirely one-sided propaganda. Use of force against civilians was recorded on live TV. Hundreds of faces and voices defiantly gave their personal accounts to the Western media on live broadcast. And don't forget that these accounts were given despite their lives and the lives of their families actively being in danger. And crucially, there was no discernible pattern to the civilian interviews to suggest Western tampering at all. And to my knowledge, nobody at the time claimed there was. If the terror on the faces of the civilians were fake, then their performance was frankly truly Oscar-worthy, in which case Hollywood seriously needs to have a closer look at the Middle East as a viable alternate location to establish their operations. But put simply, the Middle East crisis did happen. The overwhelmingly large number of signs point that the chief reasons for the uprisings to be population discontent towards oppression, corruption, high cost of living, and lack of opportunities for the youngsters.